close this link out. We'll get started. Hey guys.
Hello.
All right. Just sent the post. What's up, guys? It's Connor here with Fast Money Labs. How's everybody doing? I'm streaming in from North Carolina. I'm on vacation with my friend's family, so they're kind enough to let me crash in their living room here and stream this. Just want to check in with everyone and give out a couple picks here. So got my man Kevin Devs in the building. So let me bring Kevin into the house. How we doing, my man?
I'm good. How are you? How's the weather up there?
I mean, I go on vacation every year and usually beautiful, but we're in the middle of literally a hurricane right now, or a tropical storm. So yes. Just navigating that. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to see the sun. But it's looking like plus 500 odds on that today.
It's Tropical Storm Debbie, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right?
Yeah. You know, I knew it wasn't going to go when it was called Debbie. Yeah.
I love my cousin Debbie. I do, but I understand it's a lot of weight in that name. So we've got some picks. What are you thinking, my friend? What are we're back up and running? Even a storm can't bring us down. We fight through the weather. What are we thinking for today?
Yeah, so it's been stormy, rain clouds all around on this show. This is our fourth time streaming with Kevin, and so I will say we're 2-9, down 3 units. But if you look at the odds we've been betting, the median odds is plus 300. So we've been shooting for the stars. Today we're going to just dial back the risk a little bit and try to really nail some winners. That's what we're going for today. You cool with that?
Oh, absolutely. We you know, as they used to say in Vegas, Papa needs a win. So if we can improve our record at 2-9 and down about 3 units, let's get it done.
Awesome. So I've taken a little bit, a couple of days off betting because I was traveling and whatnot, but 1-0 on the week. Hit Jake Berger to strike out twice yesterday, plus 190. So I'm feeling good. I will say something I've that's coming around for me is unders. So betting unders, and I always used to hate it, right? It's because it's stressful, but I got to say nothing feels better than actually nailing an under. So I'm looking at, I already posted out an under on Twitter, and I'm looking at 2 today. The theme of the day is the weather, right? So there's a lot of rain around the country, especially on the East Coast. So my first pick, I'm just shocked this is even a bet we can make. So I'm going with Blake Snell under 2.5 earned runs. Okay. So the odds are juiced minus 155. So on one hand, you say that's not a great payout, but the Crowdsline model is predicting this is going to win 64% of the time, Kevin. 64% of the time, if that's correct, I mean, we could do that all day, and we'll be collecting profits and accumulating that bankroll. So I see no reason not to do this. Why? I mean, this he's coming off a no-hitter. So it's an interesting dynamic because I've done the research in the past, and there's some articles. When you throw a no-hitter, pitchers usually struggle their next time out. It's just what happens because there's so much energy that goes into that no-hitter event that usually they fall off a cliff the next time. With that being said, so I think that's baked into the price a little bit. And I will say he did allow 3 earned runs to the Nationals earlier this year. So a flip side of that coin is Blake Snell, he was holding out on his contract and missed spring training and came out of the gates slow. So he struggled versus every opponent in the fall or in the spring. And in his last 5 starts, he's returned back to that Cy Young ace. And we've seen that last week, but we've seen it consecutively. Last 5 starts, Kevin, only 2 earned runs total. So I don't know what they're smoking over there, making this line 2.5. But if the rain becomes a factor, his talent might not even matter. They might go out, pitch a couple innings, rain delay, and then with any rain delay, the starting pitcher is at risk. They might pull him out. So I'm loving this bet. I put 1 unit on it at MGM. had minus 155.
Excellent. I like it. Good confidence. I mean, obviously, if you got a slow start, contract disputes, they can, they affect everything. But I can tell you that I saw the no hitter. I think it's they're dying for you to make this bet, and I think they're on the wrong side of it. The crowd's line is on the right side. Let's go with it. What do we got up next?
Yeah, so along that line, I'm also looking at the other pitcher in this equation, Jake Irvin. So I'm taking his under 2.5 earned runs as well. And same dynamic. I mean, his talent level is not up to Blake Snell's, but obviously, if that rain comes in, it's going to affect both pitchers. And I want every under I can get, but looking across the board, trying to figure out, okay, which one should I do? I want all of them, but which one should I do? I'm trusting the model, and it's pointing me to the earned runs. So you can actually, depending on what book you're at, you can snipe under 3.5 at some books at minus 200. I'll say, I'm feeling confident. I'm going under 2.5 plus 105. And the win forecast on this, Kevin, is 57%. So that's a good deal. This is actually even better value than a Snell from a value perspective. So we're expected to win more than 50% of the time, and we're getting paid as if it's a 48% probability event. So really nice value there.
That is a good value. We talk about sure things. There are no sure things, but if you look at the way as we get used to the model, as they say, right, and you start to align the value, the percentage possibly of a win combined with, and again, it's going back to what we talked about on the first episode. The psychology of a bettor is like, why would I bet something where I've got to put up more money to win less money? Well, if you could think that way through your entire gambling career, you probably would come out ahead if you'd taken more of the smart, calculated bets, even if it was more capital up front, right? It's like investing in a good company. Sometimes you got to pay a premium to get that return on equity or that return on value. So it's no different than a bet. And I think that's what's so great about the crowds line. It's highlighting this and kind of getting us to rethink about how we do things, especially if we've started off a little bit less than 500. I'm being modest. And so
yeah,
I would say that's the nice thing is you've identified and started to look across the crowds line and what it's telling you and saying, look, I'm going to go with something that I feel a little bit more secure about and get a couple wins under my belt. Trust me, psychological and emotional weighs huge factors. These are things you can't put a price tag on when you're gambling and taking risk.
absolutely. Yeah. So we've been trading GameStop and, these dollar stocks. I'm buying Apple today. I'm going with the safe bets and I'm feeling good about them. Yeah. So.
Well, all right. I'm going to throw one in that is along that lines in some ways because we know the player has been, since his trade to the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm has been a real catalyst for the Yankees, right? They've since the All-Star break, they've been the hottest team. And this is a unique bet, right? This is a 4 or 5 game. They had a rain delay yesterday, so it's a doubleheader today. This is the first of the 2 games. But Jazz Chisholm, we're going to take, and Connor, if I'm clarifying with you, we're going to put 1 unit on this, or do you want to put a half unit on this? I think
I'm personally going full unit. That's what I'll do.
All right. When you hear full unit from the master, you know that this is a confident bet. Jazz Chisholm over 1.5 batter hits plus runs plus RBIs. That means he's just got to get 2 of any combination of those 3 statistical categories. And we love that. And it's plus 110. So you're betting 110 to win 100 100 to win 110. I had my numbers reversed. I was so used to the first 2 bets. But what I love about this is it's showing a 49% chance of winning. So I feel good about that because we know the player has been pent up. He's got a little pent up demand. He didn't get to play yesterday. They've been on fire. He's been a catalyst batting in the 5 spot. He's playing his position third base. And, this is sometimes it's a player that has to get to a team where he feels the right mix. He's in the right spot in the lineup. He feels good chemistry with the players around him, and he knows he's surrounded by good talent. And that's certainly the Yankees lineup right now. So this is fun. Right. This is the first kind of bet for us. So I'll let you expand on that a little bit.
Yeah. And I mean, Jazz has yet to make a splash at home. They're at home at Yankee Stadium. I was all over this yesterday. They got rained out. So loving Jazz Chisholm. I mean, he just fills up these stat categories, right? He scores a lot of runs. He's fast. He gets on base. So all it takes is one big fly. That's what I'm hoping for. Big fly in the first, don't, because there is rain in the forecast in New York as well. But tons of different ways we can cash this at plus money. Sign me up.
Yeah, and the system and the platform loves it, right? At 49% chance of winning, you're 50-50. You'll take that every day, especially with a player like Jazz Chisholm with the upside. So we got 3 strong bets in. I love the action. We're going 3 full units, right? We're saying if we're down just under 3, we have a shot to get right to even. Here we go.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, we're keeping it brief today, guys. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Happy to take any questions or anything in the comments, but we'll also be available after if you want to drop a note on Twitter. So appreciate everyone's time, and I look forward to getting back on track with you, Kevin, and getting our results on this show to match what I've got going on Twitter.
Yeah, listen, stay safe during the tropical storm. Debbie, she's rearing her head. But I should correct myself to say we're going to get close to even if we go 3 for 3 because we're taking a little different set of odds. We may not be there completely on the units, but we'll be back in the game. So we might come back to you, weather permitting, systems permitting, internet permitting, Wi-Fi permitting, before the end of the week to recap what we've done today. But we feel good about this going into Wednesday afternoon. So it's good to see you. And like I said, hopefully the weather dissipates pretty quickly and you guys are all safe there, at the house.
Likewise, Kev. Good to see you as well. And take it easy on them on those tennis courts down there. I know you're a big tennis guy.
So we're giving it a rest till Friday. That's when you're over 50, you got to rest those minor tweaks.
Yeah, so we need you healthy and ready to go Friday. So thanks, everyone.